I talk about purpose in a different manner, in a different way. And tonight I'm going to be teaching about when purpose actually hurts. So, with that said, guys, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and write them down, save them for the end, and then we'll go through it together afterwards. Um, Again, just sharing with you guys about purpose and why it hurts and stuff like that. Like, generally, purpose, sounds fucking beautiful. Generally, purpose will always sound like it's pretty, it's beautiful, until it fucking breaks you. And what do I mean by that? I mean that everybody wants a calling. Everybody wants a gift. Everybody wants to feel something, feel alive, feel motivated, feel like they're worth something. They want a purpose. And that's exactly true. Everybody does have a purpose. But not everybody wants the cost that actually comes with it. Purpose doesn't show up wrapped up with a fucking bow, handed to you with a bunch of fucking clarity attached to it. That's not the way it happens. Purpose shows up wrapped up in conflict. There's a clear fucking moment in everybody's life when you think, or I say, when the thing that you prayed for starts feeling heavier than you expected. When the calling that once lit you up, it starts to begin like it's stretching you, or it's fucking you up. It's starting to confront you. It's starting to expose you. And that's when you start to realize that purpose doesn't fucking pamper you. It doesn't spoil you. It doesn't make you feel pretty and nice, but it does purify you. Because when God calls you, he doesn't call the finished version of you. He doesn't call the already fucking complete version. He calls the one that's still dancing with fear. The one that's still tempted by comfort. The one that's still attached to what's easy. And then guess what? He starts stripping away all that bullshit, all of that. He starts stripping it away because you can't walk with that into this new version, into this version of you, this destiny. That's the shit that no one's going to post about. No one's going to fucking film themselves an IG reel and post this to go fucking viral. No one's going to tell you about the sleepless nights, the isolation, the pressure that squeezes your fucking pride, the uncertainty that forces you to trust God even when you don't fucking understand. Because purpose isn't a feeling. Purpose is not a fucking feeling. Purpose is the thing that burns through everything that isn't fucking real. And if you're not ready to be stripped from all that, it's gonna feel like punishment. You asked God to use you, and now you're wondering why life feels heavier. You prayed for clarity, and now everything familiar is starting to fucking fall apart. You said, send me, I'll go. And now you're being sent into seasons that feel like storms, like fucked up things. One after the other. All of that is not a coincidence. That's the fucking calling. Because every fucking divine assignment is going to come with that amount of pressure attached to it. And that pressure doesn't mean that you're fucking up or that you're failing. It means that you're actually in that moment being built, being refined, being forged. That's what it means. Purpose is supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt because God's cruel. It's supposed to hurt because he's cutting away all of that bullshit. He's cutting away what can't carry what's coming to you. So you're not being punished. Think about it as you're being purified. You're not losing, you're being led. And when purpose starts to wake you up It's not going to feel like a blessing. It's going to feel like disruption. It's going to feel like you're being pulled away from the crowd. Like you're being forced to stand right there by yourself. But that's what purpose does. It separates you before it elevates you. So, if you've been asking God, why does it hurt like this? Why does it feel like this? Maybe he's preparing you for what you asked him for. Think about that. All the shit that's meant to fucking fall from you will be cut from you. See, everyone wants the promise, but not everybody can carry the pressure that comes with it. Because see, once God gives you an assignment, he doesn't just hand you all the glory. He hands you the weight with it too. And purpose is going to test your capacity. It's going to stretch your patience. It's going to challenge your faith. It's going to expose everything in you that still depends on comfort. And then guess what? The truth is that all of that is by design. Because pressure is heaven's quality control per se. It's the process that reveals whether you're ready to hold what you prayed for, because God will never give you a stage your character can't stand on. Now, that doesn't mean you dress up with these masks to complete this character. Doesn't mean that. It means that you prayed for the platform and now you're being pressed in private. You prayed for the influence and now you're learning how to lead yourself before you lead anyone else. You prayed for peace. So guess what? Now, he's going to pull you out of every toxic pattern that was stealing it. That's the weight of purpose. It defines or it demands refinement before you ever get reward out of it. Because every time God elevates you, he also increases the pressure to prove what's real. Purpose doesn't just expose the world to you, it exposes you to yourself. And that exposure hurts. Why? Because you start to see the cracks in your foundation. You realize your motives weren't as pure as you fucking thought. You notice how often you said, I trust God, until he didn't move on your timeline. Facts. Pressure shows you where you still depend on your pride. Pressure reveals where you still run to distraction instead of discipline. Pressure separates the parts of you that perform from the parts of you that are actually being called. Because you can't fake purpose under pressure. You either become or you fucking break. That's it. It's very cutthroat. It's very brutal. And guess what? God will allow you to break before he lets you build wrong. And that's why many of us stay in this building phase. That's why sometimes it feels like everything is being stripped from you. He's not taking it because you failed. He's removing it because it can't sustain what's next. When people misunderstand you, when doors close, when doors close that you thought were permanent, when friends start falling away, when your circle gets fucking smaller, guys, that's not loss. That's alignment. Because the higher the calling, the tighter the circle, and the heavier the fucking cross that you gotta carry. I promise you. Guys, you were never built for easy. You were never built for fucking easy. You were built for eternal. And the pressure is what keeps your foundation complete. So if it's fucking heavy right now, good. That means that you're carrying something holy. Trust me. You're not being crushed. You're being crafted. You're being formed. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. And when you can carry the weight without complaining, without bitching about it, when you can serve under pressure, without needing validation, without needing to be seen, without needing to be applauded, then guess what? When you can walk by faith when nothing makes sense, that's when you're ready for the next level of your fucking purpose. Because purpose isn't about what you can get from it. It's about what you can actually withstand for it. And when purpose begins to mature, it doesn't just add to your life. It starts taking things away. It starts subtracting. Everybody celebrates growth. Everyone says, oh yeah, we're fucking growing, we're moving, we're shaking. But do you have the stomach to be pruned? Because pruning feels like loss. It feels like rejection. It looks like closed doors. It looks like people fucking walking out on you. It looks like opportunities dying or drying up. But when you're being pruned, that's you becoming precise or imprecision. That's you being cut down. But he's not cutting you down. He's cutting you right. Every branch that bears fruit has to get fucking trimmed. It doesn't get trimmed because it's fucked up. It gets trimmed so it can produce more. We're no different. We are no fucking different. Purpose will remove your comfort zones. It will end relationships that can't hold your growth. It will expose motives that looked pure until pressure revealed them. And the fucked up part or the hard part is that you don't get to choose what stays and what goes. And that's why a lot of people will fucking default back to their comfort. That's why a lot of people will not answer the call. That's why a lot of people will hang up the fucking call. Because it sucks. You'll ask God to elevate you. And he'll start emptying your hands. You'll pray for peace. And he'll start pruning your people. You'll ask for clarity, and guess what? He'll start cutting everything that clouds your fucking vision. It's personal. It's painful. And it's divine. It's fucking holy. That's the stage where you're being pruned. The pruning is where God teaches you that subtraction is a form of multiplication. Facts. Because he's going to remove what you think you need so you can receive what you actually need. He's going to pull away what once served you so you can grow way fucking beyond what you once were. No one said it's easy. No one said that it doesn't hurt. You're going to miss the people, the patterns, the plans. But guess what? If you look very closely, you'll see that every cut was calculated because he's only going to prune what actually he plans to grow or promote within you. So if it feels like you're losing something, or if it feels like you're losing everything, maybe it's because you're being shaped for something way fucking better, way greater. And you can't carry divine purpose with dead weight attached to your back. You can't walk into new seasons with all fucking spirits still holding your hand. Purpose is going to isolate you before it multiplies you. It's going to break your heart before it blesses your fucking life. It's not loss, it's preparation. And the same hands that cut you are the same hands that are going to heal you. You come out lighter, cleaner, sharper, freer. When God prunes you, he's not taking something from you. He's making room for something through you. Because purpose doesn't just bless what you have. Purpose refines who the fuck you are. There's a version of you that can carry the calling, and there's a version of you that can't. Now, the distance between those two versions, that's what this journey is about. That's exactly what this journey is about, because purpose doesn't just require gifts. It requires to grow. It doesn't just need talent. It needs transformation. And this is the part where God begins to shape your capacity, not by blessing your comfort, but by stretching your fucking character. You know what's going to happen? He's going to put you in rooms that test your humility. He's going to give you assignments that demand obedience over being logical. He's going to delay what you want so you can develop who you're becoming. And the question that you have to get clear on is very simple. The question that you're going to have to answer in these times, in that season, isn't, am I ready to receive it? Don't ask that. Instead, ask, am I ready to become it? Everybody can receive. We're all capable of receiving something beautiful. But are you ready to become it? Because purpose doesn't show up when you want it to. It shows up when you have become the person that is capable of carrying it without collapsing under it. And that's why this fucking process hurts, because God's not just preparing the path for you. He's preparing you for the fucking path. He's teaching you that anointing without alignment leads to destruction, self-destruction, self-fuckery. He's teaching you that calling without character is going to crush you. It's going to fuck you up. It's going to break you. He's teaching you that destiny doesn't just respond to desire, it responds to discipline. So he strips you. He stretches you. He silences you. Not because he's ignoring you. No, but because he's installing something inside of you. So guess what? Every time shit's delayed, you're in training. Every delay is training. Every disappointment is calibration. Every heartbreak is a redirection, a course correction. Every test is proof that he trusts you with more. Now, are you capable of obeying? Are you capable of trusting yourself with more? Because you wanted purpose to be a blessing, but now you see purpose is a becoming. It's a slow construction of who you're meant to be. And that construction is a series of moments that you surrender to along the process. And when you finally stop running from the fucking preparation, when you finally stop hiding, when you start being present, something's going to shift. Peace is going to enter your heart, and it's going to replace panic. Conviction is going to replace any sort of confusion. And that's when you're going to start walking differently. Not because life got easier, but because your spirit inside got stronger. That's why. This is where you stop asking, why me? This is where you fucking declare with a conscious decision, for me. Because you realize that the pain wasn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to define you. It's meant to build you. It's meant to curate the process. And purpose hurts because it's fucking heavy. But the weight is proof that heaven trusts you to carry it. You've been through enough to know this by now. Pain doesn't mean that God left. It means that God's still working on you. And when you get okay with that, when you trust that fucking process, when you stop fighting it, when you stop resenting the pressure, when you trust the fucking process, CPR, cálmate pendejo, pendeja, respira, just trust the fucking process, That's when purpose stops hurting and it starts actually fucking giving you fruit to harvest. And guess what? You're going to stand there, a long time from now, and you're going to look back at all this bullshit that you're thinking like, oh, fuck, that broke me, this and this and this. And you're going to understand that it built you, it formed you, it fucking prepared you. Because purpose will always hurt before it heals. But trip out, because once it heals you, you're never going to be the same. I promise.